We've had an open marriage for the last 3 years, completely honest, with clear boundaries and rules we both agreed to. Our main rules were simple. Full disclosure about partners. No one from our social circle. No emotional attachments. Always use protection. Family comes first. No overnight stays. Regular health checks. Veto power if either feels uncomfortable. It worked perfectly until yesterday. Came home early from a business trip. Meeting in Houston ended sooner than expected. Found Melissa in our bed with someone we both know well, breaking every single rule we'd established. The worst part wasn't catching them. It was her reaction. "Oh, please," she rolled her eyes. "We have an open marriage. What's the big deal?" "The big deal is breaking our rules. With someone we know." She laughed. Actually laughed. Rules are meant to be broken. The guy just lay there smirking. Someone I trusted. Someone who knew our arrangement. I drove around for hours afterward, mind spinning. Looking back, signs were everywhere. Stopped sharing partner details. Mysterious late nights. Strange emotional distance. Blocked phone numbers. Hidden messages. Started digging today. Found out she's been seeing him for months. No protection. No disclosure. No respect for our agreement. Her burner phone revealed everything. "Can't wait to see you again. Last night was amazing. When can we stop sneaking?" Call my therapist, the one who helped us set up our open marriage rules. "Brian, this isn't about the S***X. It's about the betrayal of trust." She's right. We agreed to ethical non-monogamy. This is just cheating with extra steps. Melissa's been texting all day. "You're overreacting. We're open anyway. What's the difference?" The difference is everything. Found her secret email account. The messages destroyed me. "When can we be together properly? I've never felt this way before. Let's run away together." This isn't casual. This isn't following our rules. This is a full-blown affair. Tonight she tried gaslighting me. "You're being controlling. Open means open. You're just jealous." No, I'm betrayed. We had an agreement. Clear boundaries. She broke them all. Found her diary in her yoga bag. Brian's rules are suffocating. With him, I feel truly free. Can't wait until we can stop pretending. More digging revealed. Hotel meetups during yoga. Secret weekend trips. Emotional intimacy. Unprotected encounters. Plans for future together. She's mocking our marriage. Using open as excuse to cheat. Her latest text, "Coming home late. Don't wait up." Face blowing a kiss. Each message now feels tainted. Each kiss poisoned. Each "I love you" a lie. Called our open marriage counselor. She was clear. Breaking agreed boundaries is still cheating. The PI starts tomorrow. Need to know how deep this goes. The PI's first report arrived this morning. It's so much worse than just breaking our open marriage rules. Had dinner with Melissa tonight, watching her perfect performance. She wore the dress I bought her last month, acting like nothing was wrong. "We need to talk about yesterday," she said casually. "You're being unreasonable. Unreasonable about finding you in our bed? Breaking our rules?" She sighed dramatically. "We have an open marriage, Brian. Stop being so rigid. Open doesn't mean no boundaries. We had agreements. Agreements change. People change." Her phone buzzed. That slight smile I've come to hate played across her lips. "Another yoga class?" I kept my voice neutral. "Just making plans with friends," she lied smoothly. I'd seen the message. "Miss you already. Tonight, same time?" The PI caught their afternoon meeting today. The photos showed much more than just casual S***X. Intimate gestures. Emotional connection. Everything we promised not to do. "You know what I think?" Melissa touched my hand. "You're just jealous because I found something real." Real? Like breaking every rule we set. Rules are for people afraid to truly live. Rules are for ethical non-monogamy. What you're doing is just cheating. She pulled her hand back. "Don't be dramatic." "Dramatic like sneaking around with someone we know?" Her eyes narrowed. "Have you been following me?" "Didn't need to. You left plenty of evidence." Found her secret apartment leased today. A love nest they've been sharing for months. "I need space sometimes," she shrugged when I mentioned it. Space we never agreed to. Agreement this, rules that. "God, you're suffocating me." Her phone buzzed again. Multiple messages. Him. Last night was incredible. Her. Can't wait for more. Him. When can we stop hiding? She excused herself to take an important call. I listened from the hallway. Yes, tonight works. No, he suspects nothing. Just playing the jealous husband role. When she returned, I asked about her plans. Oh, meeting friends. Being social. Which friends? The ones I'm allowed to know about? Or your secret lover? Her face hardened. You're tracking me? Like you're tracking your lies? She switched tactics, tears flowing. I never meant to hurt you. No, just meant to mock our agreement. Use open as an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's freedom. Freedom to lie? To sneak around? To break promises? Her mask slipped further. You don't own me. No, but we owned our agreement. Our trust. Our rules. She grabbed her keys. I can't deal with this right now. Meeting him again? None of your business. Actually, per our agreement, it is. She paused at the door. Maybe some agreements need to end. Like our marriage? Maybe. At least he understands me. Like he understood our boundaries? Our rules? She left without another word. Her phone buzzed one last time. Can't wait to hold you tonight. The PI is following her. Everything's documented. The truth is coming. The truth got darker today. Had breakfast with Melissa, watching her mask slip further. I've been thinking about our rules, she said, stirring her coffee. Which ones? The ones you broke or the ones you ignored? Don't be petty. I'm trying to have an adult conversation. Like the adult conversation we should have had before you started sneaking around? She sighed heavily. This is why I couldn't talk to you. Couldn't? Or wouldn't? You're so rigid about everything. Rules, boundaries, agreements. Basic respect isn't rigid. Her phone buzzed. That familiar smile appeared. Let me guess, I said. Yoga class. Actually, yes. New tantric workshop. With him. Her coffee cup clattered slightly. What? Your lover. The one breaking all our rules. Stop calling him that. What should I call him? Your soulmate? Your true love. You're being childish. Found your love letters. Very adult content. She went pale. You went through my things? Like you went through our agreements? Our trust. The kids were at school, so I pushed harder. Tell me about the apartment. What apartment? The one you've been sharing. Making plans in. She recovered quickly. It's just a space for me. A space for breaking rules? God, enough about the rules. They were your idea, remember? You insisted on clear boundaries. That stopped her. What? 3 years ago. You said we needed strict guidelines for an open marriage. People change. Into liars? She stood up abruptly. I don't need this. No. What do you need? Him. At least he doesn't judge me. He just helps you cheat. It's not cheating. We're open. Open doesn't mean lying. Sneaking. Breaking promises. Her phone buzzed again. Messages flooding in. Miss you already. Last night was incredible. When can I see you again? Go ahead, I said. Answer him. Tell him how you're playing both sides. There are no sides. No? Found your diary. Very enlightening. She froze. What diary? The one where you plan your future together. Mocking our marriage. That's private. Like our marriage was supposed to be? Our agreements? She tried a new approach, touching my hand. Baby, please. Let's talk about this. Now you want to talk? After months of lies. I love you both. Both? There wasn't supposed to be both. That was the rule. Rules change. People change. Into liars. Her mask cracked completely. Fina. Yes, I love him. Happy now? Ecstatic. How long? Does it matter? Humor me. 2 months. Try again. Found your emails from 6 months ago. She sank into her chair. How much do you know? Everything. The apartment. The plans. The future you're planning. Brian Dash. While breaking every rule we set. Every promise we made. She grabbed her phone. I need to make a call. Warning him? Too late. Everyone knows. What do you mean everyone? Our therapist. Our friends. Our open marriage community. You told them. They deserve to know how you abuse the lifestyle. She tried calling anyway. No answer. He's probably busy, I said. With his wife. Her head snapped up. His what? All right. He didn't tell you. Found that out too. You're lying. Like you've been lying? Check his left-hand tan line next time. She ran upstairs, presumably to pack. I let her go. Her phone kept buzzing. We need to talk. Now. I poured more coffee, listening to her world crumble. She came back down with a bag. I need space. Space to break more rules? More hearts. This isn't over. No. But our open marriage is. The PI's latest report changed everything. Tonight's confrontation nearly broke me. Melissa came home late, clearly expecting another argument about rules. Instead, she found me calmly sitting in the kitchen. We need to talk, I said quietly. More lectures about open marriage rules? No, about the others. She froze halfway to the coffee maker. Others? Your other secret lovers. The ones even he doesn't know about. What are you talking about? I slid the PI's photos across the table. Multiple men, multiple meetings, multiple betrayals. Those aren't what? More broken rules? More lies? She sank into a chair. You've been having me followed, like you've been following your own agenda. This is invasion of privacy. Privacy? In an open marriage built on honesty. Her phone buzzed. Her main lover's message popped up. Miss you, baby. Should we tell him about Monday's guy? Or Wednesdays? Stop it. Thursdays looked interesting. The hotel seemed expensive. You don't understand, Dash. I understand perfectly. You're not just breaking our rules. You're playing everyone. She switched tactics, tears flowing. I have needs. Needs? Like honesty? Trust? Basic respect. You're so focused on rules you can't see, Dash. See what? Your multiple affairs? Your web of lies. Her phone buzzed again. Different lover this time. Popular evening. I noted. They mean nothing. Like our marriage means nothing? She tried approaching me. Baby, please. Let me explain. Explain what? How many men? How many lies? I never meant, Dash. To get caught? To destroy everything. You're being dramatic. Dramatic? Like your secret apartment? Your hidden phones? Found her burner phones, 3 of them. Different men, different lies. Those are private. Private like our marriage was supposed to be? Our agreements? She paced the kitchen. What do you want from me? The truth. For once. The truth? Fine. I hate your rules. Your boundaries. Your control. Control? We agreed to everything together. Together? You pushed for all the restrictions. I pushed. It was your idea. Your conditions for opening the marriage. That stopped her. What? 3 years ago. You insisted on strict rules. Remember why? She looked away. That was different. Different how? Because now you're the one breaking them. Her phone buzzed continuously. Multiple lovers checking in. Popular girl, I said quietly. Stop it. Stop what? Exposing your lies? Your manipulations? She grabbed her keys. I need air. Meeting someone? Which one? The Monday guy? Thursday's banker. You don't own me. No, but we owned our agreement. Our trust. Our life. She paused at the door. Maybe some things need to end. Like your multiple affairs? Or just our marriage? At least they don't judge me. No, they just share you. Without knowing. She slammed the door. Her phone kept buzzing. Where are you, baby? Missing you. Tonight still on? Different men. Different messages. Same lies. It happened. Everything exploded at once. The confrontation I planned went far differently than expected. Called a meeting at our house. Invited everyone involved. All of Melissa's lovers, thinking they were each the only one. Plus our open marriage counselor. Melissa arrived first, clearly expecting a reconciliation attempt. Brian, we need to handle this privately, Dash. Like you've been handling your private affairs? That's not fair. Fair? Like playing multiple men? Breaking everyone's trust. Her phone buzzed repeatedly. They were all arriving. What did you do? Her face went white as she checked messages. Invited your lovers. All of them. Time for honesty. You can't, Dash. The doorbell rang. Her main lover walked in, followed by the others. 5 men, each thinking they were special. What is this? The Monday guy looked confused. Support group, I said calmly. For people Melissa's been lying to. They stared at each other, realization dawning. Baby, what's going on? Thursday's banker stepped forward. Don't call her baby, Wednesday's lawyer snapped. She's mine. Actually, I interrupted. She's been everyone's. Melissa tried damage control. I can explain, Dash. Explain what? Her main lover looked devastated. You said I was the only one. Like she said to all of you. I showed them the PI's photos. Different days, different men, same lies. The room erupted. You said you loved me. We were planning a future. What about our plans? You promised. Melissa stood in the middle, her carefully crafted world crumbling. It's not what you think, Dash. It's exactly what we think, the counselor spoke up. You violated every principle of ethical non-monogamy. I needed more. More than 5 men? I asked quietly. More than multiple lives? Her phone kept buzzing. Even more lovers texting, wondering about their special dates. How many? Monday guy demanded. Does it matter? She tried laughing it off. 8. I answered. That we know of. The room went silent. 8. Her main lover sank into a chair. While telling me we were exclusive. Exclusive on Fridays, I corrected. Mondays were his. Wednesdays his. Stop it. Melissa screamed. Stop what? The truth? The exposure? They all started comparing notes. Dates. Messages. Promises. She told me she was leaving you, Wednesday's lawyer said. Told me the same, Thursday's banker added. Me too, Monday guy looked sick. Said we'd be together properly soon. Melissa tried running. I blocked the door. No more running. No more lies. You're enjoying this, she hissed. Like you enjoyed playing us all? The counselor stood up. This is beyond unethical. It's pathological. It's worse, I said quietly. Show them, Melissa. Or should I? Show us what? I pulled out the final evidence. Documents. Medical reports. Tell them about the STD you've been spreading. The room exploded again. Men grabbing phones, calling doctors, cursing. You knew? Her main lover turned on her. You knew and still Dash. I was going to tell you, Dash. Like you told the others? I asked. Or just let it spread? She crumpled to the floor. Mask finally shattered. I need help, she whispered. Yes, the counselor agreed. You do. 3 months later, sitting in the therapist's office, watching Melissa try to explain herself. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, she said quietly. Just meant to lie to everyone. The therapist challenged. I needed to feel wanted. Special. By 8 different men? I asked. While endangering everyone's health? She twisted her hands in her lap. The STD. I should have told Dash. Should have stopped. Should have been honest. Should have respected our agreements. The kids were with my sister, still processing everything. Emma called last night. Dad? Mom keeps trying to contact me. You don't have to talk to her if you're not ready. She says she's changed. Getting help. That's her choice. Like not talking to her is yours. Melissa's main lover filed charges over the STD. The others joined the lawsuit. I never meant for this to happen, she said in mediation. Never meant to get caught, her lawyer corrected. Today, she tried one last manipulation. We could try again, she touched my hand. New rules. Fresh start. Like the fresh starts you promised each of them? This is different. Different how? You've run out of men to manipulate. Her phone buzzed. Therapy reminder. No more secret lovers. The sex addiction therapy is helping, she offered. Sex addiction didn't make you lie. Didn't make you break promises. I was lost, Dash. You were calculating. Found her planning notebooks. She went pale. What notebooks? The ones detailing each man. Each lie. Each manipulation. Those were private, like our marriage was supposed to be. Our agreements. The therapist intervened. Melissa, you're still deflecting. I'm trying to justify, or trying to change. Her mask cracked again. Both? I don't know anymore. The divorce is proceeding. The lawsuit's mounting. Her life imploding. The kids need their mother, she tried. They need honesty. Trust. Things you destroyed. I can change. Like you promised each of your lovers? She started crying. Real tears this time. I have nothing left. You have consequences, the therapist said. Finally. Found her final diary entry yesterday. They all wanted the fantasy. The perfect open marriage wife. The secret lover. The future promise. I gave them what they wanted. until I lost myself. Her last text after therapy. I understand now. What I destroyed. Who I hurt. If you could just dash. My response. No more chances. No more lies. The kids are healing slowly. The court's involved. The medical treatment's ongoing. Will you ever forgive me? She asked today. Will you ever forgive yourself? Some betrayals cut too deep. Some trust can never be rebuilt. At least now we're free.